Yeah, we're live from Glasgow Central Station, where we have our Red Rebels welcoming rebels from across the United Kingdom and the world, indeed, who are coming through Glasgow Central today. Of course, with yesterday's train outages, we have many conference attendees, delegates, actually still arriving by rail in Glasgow today. So, in traditional Red Rebel fashion, we have the somber ceremony, again, to welcome rebels and pilgrims coming from all across the United Kingdom and indeed the world coming through Glasgow Central today. It's quite a bit of media here, actually. Station's actually starting to quiet. We have Red Rebels, and then we also have Scottish Blue Rebels. Loads of press. Loads of press.
So you've been watching the Red Rebels there, classic trademark of Extinction Rebellion actions now. You didn't see the first part, but they were actually processing there were some that were Glasgow based, and they were coming down from an arts centre, processing towards the station, and then others came up to meet them on the train. from Carlisle, finishing with that portrait that you watched there. We might go back to them in a minute, but one of those opportunistic things happened about half an hour ago as I was struggling to get back to the centre of town. So I came up on the bridge. This is like the main bridge over to the Blue Zone area, and two children had abseiled down from the structure of the bridge, and they placed a banner. I wasn't able to see the banner because I arrived too late, but that's what people told me. And they abseiled back up there. What I do know is that they're climbing. Their children, 10 and 12, as far as I could tell, and they've abseiled down from this kind of outcrop over there, and quite swiftly came back up. But now we've been standing here for about half an hour because the parents are going to be arrested. And we also overheard that the children are going to be taken away from the parents. I don't know how long for, but this is for taking an action to stand up for the climate. And they're going to be taken into custody. So presumably that is because they've, there are lots of security here. There are lots of boats down below before patrol boats that the police put in place. And, this is a protected area now. And I think, in fact, the whole of the COP26 area is under international law, the Blue Zone. I don't know whether this particular area is included in that. But so, yes, maybe that's international law. I'm not entirely sure. But I just thought there's so many actions going on. And this is yes, but one of them. But yeah, quite shocking. And we're having people just walking past. There's lots of press and things, but we're just waiting. The parents have been patted down. They've had their things put into plastic bags. The custody vehicles are here. So I'm just going to try and see if I can get behind the camera and give you a bit better shot of some of it. So I don't know if this is the arrest, the first arrest of COP. Somebody's sort of been shooing me away. I don't believe that I have any less right to film here than anywhere else, to be honest. And they were on that outcrop there, and they were put a banner down. So it would be lovely to talk to them. Somebody did say they'd be prepared to make a statement, but I should have thought in the current climate that might be a bit tricky and probably not something they'd want to do. So I think look out for much more of this. It's only day one of the climate conference, and we'll be trying to cover it as much as we can. We're a very small team of amateur live streamers and coordinators of that team, and we're going to be inside and outside COP on cop26.tv. So yes, please follow us on our YouTube page and share this live stream if you're finding it interesting, and come back, because we're hoping to make the format better and better through the 2 weeks. I'm wondering whether we might now be able to hand back over to either the Red Rebels, or I know that we have another action coming up, which is a cycle ride that's come from Brighton, and they're arriving today on their 9th day of their journey. I don't know if either of those feeds are available at the moment. Okay, so we're going to go back to Red Rebels for a little while. If anything hots up here, we'll bring you back. But I'm getting quite cold, to be honest. Quite chilly out here on top of the Glasgow Bridge. So let's go back to Red Rebels.
Okay, we're back at Glasgow Central with our red and blue rebels, welcoming pilgrims from all over the world, those coming at least by rail today. All through the day, given the outages on the train lines yesterday, we still have conference attendees, activists, and even some delegates arriving by train. So this solemn procession will welcome all those coming through through Glasgow Central today, this afternoon. Of course, there's loads and loads of press, loads and loads of XR folks keeping the peace. once the pilgrims have come to a spot collectively, there will be a ritual that they will present, as they often do at Extinction Rebellion events. This will feature a poem, and of course we have drums, all very solemn, all very well policed, of course. Everyone seemingly being polite and on their best behavior at the moment. That's what we would expect from our red and blue rebels. It is rush hour, though the station is actually strangely subdued for a Monday. Seem to be as many members of the press, photographers, reporters, videographers. The BBC is here. Certainly as many people in the press as there would be even commuters today. Yeah. Sure. Are you going to give me a countdown? Okay. We're just about to wrap up here at Glasgow Central. Stay tuned for upcoming program. Sorry. Cheers. Yes, Nature's Newsroom is what will be coming up next. So here we are, finishing up at Glasgow Central with our red and blue rebels.